Hello, I'm IBXToyCat, and today I'm going to be doing something a little bit different and talking about the history of Minecraft Xbox 360 Edition, because not all of you have been around the entire time. In fact, it's gone like 9 million sales now, and it only sold a few million in the first month, and it sells a million every couple months. There's a lot of people who haven't been around the entire time and might want to know the history. And even if you have been around the entire time, maybe there's some stuff you missed. Who knows? So basically, before I get started, though, I have to say that the gameplay is going to be coming from my Let's Play series, both my original Let's Play and my update adventures. So if you want to see full Let's Plays, or you want to see the full videos of these things, so that you can actually see an entire Let's Play, which is really interesting, by the way, to see how Minecraft Xbox used to be, you can check those out. And it's also kind of a history of 5x Toycat thing. So anyway, let's get started. Minecraft was originally developed as a little side project by Notch. It was originally called Cave Game. That's a fun little fact. And it was just meant to be like a really, really simple just block game. The blocks were just convenient to make, and there's loads of cool videos of that on YouTube, but that's not where we're going to start. We're going to start 2 years later, because the first 2 years it was just a PC exclusive thing, but then at E3 2011, again, 2 years after it launched and after it got massive, it was just suddenly announced they would be coming to consoles on the Xbox 360, and it was like, oh, that's kind of crazy. They said it'd be coming out at the end of the year, but if you know anything about release dates, it actually got delayed a couple times, and eventually came out on May the 9th, 2012, and it also was released with a pretty far back version, beta 1.6.6. To put it in perspective as to where we are now and where PC is, there was no XP bar, there was no hunger bar, there were no underground structures of any form. Quite a lot of blocks were missing. There was lots and lots of things removed. It was quite old, but it was still this incredible thing to be able to play Minecraft on a console, because lots of people just prefer playing games on console. So big thing, it just comes out and it's like, whoa. And the new exclusive features that were released originally, because there was a lot. First of all, the crafting system was changed completely. So the crafting is like a completely different thing as it is on PC. You just have to, press the thing you want and then it happens. You can also play 4-player split screen. You can play 8 players online without having to have a server. And you can also play a tutorial mode, which is something PC never had. It was just work out what you're doing yourself or look on the wiki or something. That was Title Update 1, because it launched Title Update 1 in May 9th, 2012. So a couple months later, they promised lots and lots of updates. That was what made it better, that they, basically weren't able to bring all the stuff. They said it will come soon. So Title Update 2 came out about a month later, on June 15, 2012, and it was just a bug fix because there was quite a lot of bugs. They were obviously rushed because they've, pushed the release date twice, so they really wanted to get this update out. So basically what this fixed were the most key things anyway. It was just mainly lots of just stuff that didn't affect anyone, but the leaderboards didn't work for a lot of the stuff at first. So Zombie Pigman didn't work. I don't believe Clay worked. Clay didn't generate in general. When you you could actually jump on top of sugarcane. It wasn't, you couldn't go through it like you can on PC. As well as lots and lots of duplication bugs and that sort of stuff. So yeah, that was Title Update 2. So about a month after that, July 13, 2012, they released their first new feature update, which was pretty exciting at the time, which was 1.7 on PC. So all this really added were the pistons. There were a couple new things, such as the character skins and stuff, but it was mainly just pistons and then just a little more refining on the game. So stuff like you can see your seed even if after you've made the map, although it's the number form. And yeah, that was Title Update 3. Just a pretty basic update, but it brought pistons in. It also brought the skin selector so that skin packs could come out, and it was a pretty cool update at the time. It was like, oh my god, you can do so much cool stuff with pistons. So, a month after that even, or it was less than a month, August 7th, 2012, Title Update 4 comes out, which is just another bug fix thing, because every time they make an update, there's lots and lots of bugs. Although this didn't actually fix that many, so it was impressive to say that was a pretty bug-free update, 1.7. So after a long wait after that, October 16th, 2012, Title Update 5 finally rolls around, also called Beta 1.8.2, or the Adventure Update. And this was a big update, because we just had a tiny update, and we're like, oh, we'll just expect one of those. But what this one added was Creative Mode. So for the first time, you could just build stuff to your heart's content without having to use Survival Mode. The whole new food system, where you can stack all the food and you can also have a hunger bar, that whole thing added. Sprinting, super flat, huge mushrooms, like loads and loads and loads of new items. The melons, the chain armor in creative, sponges, more music discs. It was ridiculous, as well as obviously some more biomes, such as the swampland, the icy biome, the extreme hills, as well as ocean biomes, which were, debatable, which is just a really crazy big update. Like, this is the one that made Minecraft closer to what it is today, more than anything else. So this was Title Update 5, pretty big deal, if I can say so myself. So yeah, that was the big thing at the time. Everyone was really excited about that. About a month later, obviously, every time this happens, Tidal Update 6 comes out, and it's a bug fix because of such a big update in a fairly small amount of time, maybe about 3 or 4 months. There's a lot of bugs. So it was basically just loads of fixes, no particularly significant fixes. And then a couple new things that were added were Void Fog is enableable or disableable. Cakes can stack, and you can also clear your hotbar in creative like you can on PC. At first you couldn't do that. So a few months after this, coming close to December, lots of people, this is where the big Minecraft on YouTube thing started getting started, and everyone started doing the news videos. Tidal Update 7 or 1.0.1 finally rolls around in December 19th, 2012, just out of nowhere. They're just like, by the way, it's coming out tomorrow. It was like a really big deal at the time. It was pretty funny. And what this brought with it were animal breeding, so you could finally breed, experience, enchanting, so you could use the experience, as well as loads and loads of other cool stuff. Unfortunately, it didn't have the Ender Dragon, but it had enough stuff to keep people interested. So the brewing stands, the nuggets and stuff, all the particular stuff you needed for the brewing stand, as well as the Nether Fortress in the Nether. Obviously, at first, however, there's a fun little bug about this one that gets fixed in the next update. So about a month after this, because it was actually a month and a half after this, because they went on vacation and then left the game kind of broken. Basically, they had to fix the Nether thing because there were a couple issues with it with Nether fortresses just not spawning. So they kind of they fixed it so that blazes would drop 0 to 2 glowstone dust. They made it so that the Nether Fortresses would spawn in every world rather than just the ridiculously rare worlds they were spawning in before, which basically just made the game a lot more bearable, which was pretty cool. So that was January 30th, 2013, Title Update 8. At this point, this is where it's really, really getting big. And then just out like 4 months later, I think it was actually 5 months after Title Update 7, so really, really big time here. They finally get the Ender Dragon working, which was basically what this update was meant to be, the end update. So they have the end, they have the Ender Dragon, they brought in spawn eggs, they brought in new music for the End and Never, which is exclusive to Xbox, which is really, really, really cool, by the way, as well as blacksmith buildings in the villages, so you can get the blacksmith chests, which makes them really, really cool because it means you can get diamonds within start spawning, and it made so some of my seed videos, which you might remember, it made some really cool seeds. It made the biome transitions a little bit better, like it did on PC. Netherwarts spawn a lot more commonly on PC, in the Nether now, so now they're not rare, you can get them pretty much everywhere, as well as increasing the jukebox distance, and a few more other basic things, but those were the major things. And that was Title Update 9, the biggest previous update as to where we are, at least right now on the Xbox, and yeah, really, really big update. So it unfortunately did have a lot of bugs because they obviously making such a big update is going to do it, as always, and they rushed out the next update because of how many lighting fixes there were, and April 16th, 2013, literally 12 days after, so I think like 3 of those days must be in development, and the rest was just certification. Title Update 10 comes out, and it's the big bug fix update. So, however, because they rushed this one out, they couldn't fix all the bugs, and they waited about another month before they released the next one, fortunately, and they finally fixed all the extra stuff. So, to name a couple of the bugs that they missed, basically you could only have a certain number of paintings or item frames in the world, otherwise it would just crash, and it was kind of broken, but whatever. And that was, Title Update 11, which was the first time they ever had 2 bug fixes, and is why now every even update is the new feature update rather than every odd update. So after that there was just a big old pause, or big anticipation for the next update, which was going to bring in basically quite a few cool things, namely the texture packs and the mashup pack supports, kind of like how the skin pack support was added a year ago. The new rare drops and AI for mobs, so you could do that kind of cool stuff. Zombie sieges, jungles, loads and loads of cool stuff like that, as well as the Iron Golems, all the 1.2 stuff basically. I did videos on it all, so if you've been around even a couple months, you might have remembered all the stuff that was coming. It was a really, really big deal, and it finally came out August 23rd, 2013, Title Update 12, and we all just got really, really excited, and it's kind of like where we are right now, with Xbox right now anyway. If you're watching this about a month or 2 in the future, or closer to the end of the year, then we'll be in Title Update 14, but I'll cover that in a second. So just quickly cover where we are right now. Title Update 13 is where we are now, which is the bug fix for Title Update 12, where they just fixed everything. And they also made one new feature, which was minecarts go twice the speed as they did in Title Update 12. So now minecarts go super, super fast. But yes, so that's where we are right now. We're waiting for Title Update 14. What's coming in Title Update 14, you might ask? I've done a video entirely on this, so if you want to see actual gameplay and all that stuff in there, you can click on screen right now. But basically, Title Update 14 is going to be a big old update with or at least, sorry, a smaller update. We're coming out a little faster than usual, and it's going to have the new emeralds in it. It's going to have emerald ore that you can mine, which is quite obvious. Villager trading, so you can do that kind of cool stuff, as well as much more strings and thingy traps. All the links to those videos will be in the description if you want to see what's coming to Tidal 14. And then after that, who knows where we're going. Minecraft console edition's coming out, and that'll presumably be coming out with Tidal Update 14 because they seem to be releasing at roughly the same time. And they've confirmed they'll be releasing with the same update. So that might be where console edition heads. It's hard to say, but this is the history of Minecraft Xbox 360. I hope you have enjoyed it. Again, lots and lots of links in the description because of how many times I've said that. So be sure to check out one of those. I hope you did enjoy the video. Like if you like it, share it if you really want to, because this video took a lot of effort. And goodbye.